When we talk about saving, the first thing that comes to mind is the classic story about the ant and the grasshopper. While the ant spends most of its time gathering food, the grasshopper hops and dances around all day long. The ant isn't bothered by the bickering of the grasshopper because the ant is aware of the coming winter. Winter is coming. The ant is well aware that there is a scarcity of food during winter. No work during winter, and no work, no food. The ant knows that summer isn't permanent, so it needs to work hard during summer and save for the winter. I wish life were as simple as that of ants, but no, life is way more complicated than gathering food and saving for the winter. We human beings tend to complicate things. We have needs and wants and desires that are beyond the logic of ants. While the moral of the story still holds true today, it is incomplete. The main highlight of the story is the importance of having an emergency fund. The winter in that story symbolizes crisis or emergencies. During this time, there is a scarcity of resources. Panic becomes a common reaction of most people. The ant knows that it needs to prepare for the emergency long before the emergency happens. Okay, enough of ants. Unlike ants, we have desires, different levels of desires, and most of it needs money. Ideally, our desires should be relative to our financial status in life. It better be. For example, you're as wealthy as Elon Musk. You can raise your desire up to explore the outer space. Because why not? You can afford it. But if you're nowhere near Elon's financial status, be realistic. So you simply adjust your desires according to what you can realistically achieve. Now, going back to saving, the reason we save is that we have desires. Let's translate that into goals. Goals are what motivate us to save. What you can do is categorize your goals into 3 terms: short term, medium term, and long term. Understanding each of these terms is important in preparing for your financial plan. Short-term goal. It could be something that you can achieve in 3 months or less. For example, buying a cell phone, perhaps not the most expensive cell phone. And usually unnecessary things fall into this category. Wait, if they're not necessary, why do you want it anyway? I don't know exactly, but maybe we want to please other people. Maybe it fulfills our desire to fit in or to belong. Maybe we are under the spell of buying those material things. Indeed, we are complicated human beings. Medium-term goal. It is a type of goal that you can achieve within the span of 3 months to 1 year. And of course, we're talking about funds here. So we're talking about money. So it also depends on your cash flow, how much you're earning and how much you're spending on a regular basis. An example of a medium-term goal is buying a car. Long-term goal. Perhaps the ultimate long-term goal is retirement. Not the old school meaning of it, but retirement in a sense of having financial freedom or having a lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. That's the ultimate goal. And of course, achieving this goal may take more than 1 year. Now, the next question is, why? Why is it important to categorize our goals? One advantage of categorizing our goals is to determine where we put our budget for each goal. For example, you want to buy a cell phone, which is a short-term goal. It would be unwise to save that money in a high-risk platform like the stock market, unless you're lucky or you're a skilled trader. A good place to put your short-term goal is in a savings account. Growing your money in the bank may not be reliable, but for short-term goals, it's a good place to put your money in. The stock market is one of the possible places to save for your long-term goals. If you find investing in the stock market is a little scary, then you may opt to invest in mutual funds. But if you are still not familiar with mutual fund investment and you want to know more about it, I have a link in the description below where you can download a simple guide on how to get started in mutual funds. Aside from stock market, you may also explore insurance or healthcare that has an investment component in it. And that's how you categorize your savings. Easy peasy. Or should I say, easier said than done. As I've observed, most Filipinos are saving the wrong way. What most people do is that as soon as they receive their salary, they immediately spend it. And then whatever is left of their income, they save. That is a wrong way of saving. What usually happens to most people is after spending, there is nothing left for saving. That's why a lot of people can't wait for the next payday. And sometimes they even overspend. For example, you received 20,000 pesos, then you spent 25,000 pesos. Why would anyone do that? I know, right? But some people do that. Some people are in that cycle from the day they got a job until they retired. In that example, where does the excess 5,000 pesos come from? Well, that's where credit card becomes handy. Now, if you keep on doing that, do you think you can save? I don't think so. If that is what you have been doing for many years, you better stop it and you better change your saving strategy. The correct way of saving is this. As soon as you received your income, you pay yourself first by saving a fixed percentage of what you earned. And then whatever is left, that's where you fit your lifestyle. And that's the time you think about spending. This is what we have been teaching people to do in IMG. Pay yourself first. It's how you honor and give value to your hardworking self. If you spend first before you save, it's as if you value other people more than yourself. And spending will also make other people rich. It makes the rich richer, and it makes you, the spender, poorer. That's how important saving first before spending. Pay yourself first, because you deserve to achieve your goals. To learn more about proper ways of saving and where to grow your money to achieve your financial goals, join our daily financial coaching webinar. In IMG, we teach people how to save. If you are a natural spender and you want to change, then this is the place for you to be. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it so far and if you learned something from this video, I hope that you consider subscribing in my channel. This has been Franklin Vias, financial educator and a home-based dad. See you in the next video.